Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Sunday, October 3rd, at 8:26 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 554 headlines from 106 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Democrats see political peril in replacing Minneapolis PD. Pope Francis deplores terrible outbreak of violence in Ecuador prison. Novelist Anthony Doe on cloud cuckoo land. U.S. raises concern as China flies warplane south of Taiwan. Donald Trump told a Christian TV network that nobody had done more for Christianity or for evangelicals or for religion itself than him. Older brother of fatally beaten 4-year-old Brooklyn boy haunted by the crime. Florida school shooting suspect faces trial for jail brawl. Virus surge hits New England despite high vaccination rates. I lived in the best airport in the world for 48 hours and saw why its lounges, shops, and swimming pool make it perfect for travelers. A Wisconsin man punched a pizzeria manager in the face and smashed a window because he was asked to wear a mask, police say. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Kim Kardashian and Kanye West turned into Simpsons for Balenciaga show, TMZ. Rap Ted Bud, Democrats I talked to ration over failed infrastructure vote, Fox News. Kabul mosque targeted by bomb, a number of civilians dead, Taliban, New York Post. Florida women protest Republican proposal to ban most abortions after Texas law, The Washington Post. Owen Wilson's creepy cars bid on SNL appears to troll Rep Matt Gaetz, HuffPost. American Airlines now requiring employees to be vaccinated. The Hill. A major oil spill off the California coast has caused dead birds, fish and oil to wash up on Huntington Beach, officials say, CNN. Mumbai cruise raid meant to divert attention from Gujarat drug haul, Congress, NDTV. Report, 9 NYC firefighters suspended over racist messages, Fox News. Biden's Afghanistan decisions cause aircraft to depart with empty seats while abandoning over 100,000 Afghan, Fox News. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Owen Wilson's creepy new car sketch on SNL appears to troll Matt Gaetz. Trump Republicans have found a new authoritarian to love in Hungary's Orban. Why Manchin and Democratic leaders might not be quite so far apart. SNL mocks billionaire astronauts with spoof Star Trek, Ego Quest. Owen Wilson is slacker perfection in Saturday Night Live monologue. SNL newbie James Austin Johnson debuts as convincing Biden who cannot get Dems together. Facebook defends itself against whistleblower accusation it helped fuel January 6th violence, report. Steve Bannon calls for shock troops to deconstruct state as GOP takes Oval Office. Cyber Ninjas Arizona recount missed thousands of votes, says expert review. Top U.S. official apologizes in Haiti for migrant treatment. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Victim of mass shooting speaks about his injury. Student on life support after getting COVID-19. Flash flood warning, issued for Houston area. Trouble downtown St. Louis club order to close. Omaha woman, to celebrate quiet 115th birthday. Police release videos after shootings. Police, man who refused to wear mask arrested. Teens say students used item to attack. Freshman who injured his spine returns to hero's welcome. Military father surprises child at school. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Breast implant company's sponsorship of women's chess draws backlash. In a surge of military flights, China tests and warns Taiwan. Setting sail on the winding waterways of California's Delta. Afghan evacuees living on U.S. military bases wait months. Diapers are the latest pandemic shortage. Turn empty New York City hotels into permanent housing for homeless, Adams says. Biden, Supreme Court, Cider, your weekend briefing. The Sunday read, I had a chance to travel anywhere, why did I pick Spokane? Discovering the Irish Loop in Newfoundland, Canada. Joyce Maynard's Guide to Fall in New Hampshire. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Senator Sanders says his initial $6 trillion spending package too little, American support on our side. Fox News Channel, 25 years will kick off special coverage of network's 25th anniversary. Lamar Odom defeats Jennifer Lopez's ex-husband in celebrity boxing bout. Michigan McDonald's manager's quick thinking saved man in diabetic shock, I know what to do. Ex-UFC champ John Jones spotted sharing kiss with fiancé as police audio from arrest released. Arizona Senator Kyrsten Sinema faces protesters in Phoenix, clown of Arizona. 2,500th D.C. healthcare workers miss vaccine mandate deadline, as many firefighters seek religious exemptions. 1 week ahead of Trump Iowa rally, Pence announces return trip to key 2024 state. Hawaii Index 2 preserves 27-24 win over number 18 Fresno State. 2 men charged in Missouri after authorities receive photo of missing woman in cage. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Sunday, October 3rd. The next headlines are from the 8th most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Shocking moment, 2 huge rats crawl over fresh croissants in Sainsbury's. Emily Ratajkowski accuses Robin Thicke of grabbing her bare breasts. PM jogs in a suit shirt at Tory conference, before table tennis and baking. Bomb attack on Kabul mosque kills 10 and injures more than 30. Boris admits more tax rises might be needed after COVID fiscal meteorite. Ethiopia's Alem wins men's London Marathon with blistering time of 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 1 second. Foreign Secretary Liz Truss fires a warning shot at Beijing. The joys of exploring Hadrian's Wall by bike and a stay at the new Inside Newcastle Hotel. 3 fathers are walking 300 miles in memory of their daughters who took their own lives. Prince William will warn BBC viewers we are at a fork in the road in climate change documentary. The following headlines are from the 9th most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is the Washington Post World News Feed. Israel enlists Army, Security Agency to halt Arab crime wave. Survivors of 2013 shipwreck honor dead on Italian island. Bomb targets mosque in Kabul, a number of civilians dead. Syria's Assad calls Jordan's king amid thawing relations. Bombing outside Kabul's main mosque leaves at least 2 dead, Taliban says. Small plane crashes into building in Italy, 8 reported dead. Thousands of Brazilians take to streets, calling for Bolsonaro to be impeached. Under fire from Hindu nationalist groups, U.S.-based scholars of South Asia worry about academic freedom. Afghans are scrambling to protect their art from the Taliban, upheavals have forced culture underground before. Antonio is one of the most prolific migrant smugglers on the U.S.-Mexico border. He's about to turn 18, and he has a decision to make. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors, The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Liverpool v Man City, Premier League, Liv. COVID live news, scientists warn UK may have worse to come, Israel tightens vaccine passport rules. Democrats brace for bruising October talks as Biden agenda stalls in Congress. Albanians living in UK would work for free to tackle fuel crisis. London Marathon and pet blessings, the weekend's best photos. Renting the Taj Mahal, the fight to save Darjeeling's toy train. Saturday Night Live, has the show found a new comedy star? The universal credit cut is the end point of years of welfare cruelty. John Harris. The NWSL scandal is horrific, but women's soccer is rife with sexual misconduct. 3,000 pedophiles in French Catholic Church since 1950s, inquiry head. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. Bernie Sanders says spending bill's $3.5 trillion price tag likely to be lowered. Fauci notes COVID-19 progress but warns more surges are possible. No winner, biggest Powerball jackpot in months grows larger. Chinese warplanes fly toward Taiwan for second straight day. Watch, Kilauea volcano continues to erupt. Far-right protesters in Romania reject virus restrictions. Pharmacies face first trial over role in opioid crisis. Death of Illinois state trooper found shot in squad car ruled a suicide, AP. Sheriff, man attacks, kills 2 co-workers, 3rd victim critical. Report, 9 NYC firefighters suspended over racist messages. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Milan plane crash, 8 dead as private jet hits building. Church sex abuse, thousands of pedophiles in French church, inquiry says. Emily Ratajkowski alleges Robin Thicke groped her on Blurred Lines set. Islamic State, Canadian accused of being voice behind the violence. Flamboyant tycoon Bernard Tapie dies at 78. Isome, an eerie sculpture and quintuplet cubs. Marches for abortion rights held across U.S. La Palma, new eruptions from the island's volcano. Taiwan says dozens of Chinese planes entered defense zone. Hundreds evacuated from Honduran island of Guanaja as raging fire destroys homes. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. People either love or hate candy corn, a classic Halloween treat made with bug secretions. Children of color lack access to COVID-19 vaccine, and that's sadly not a surprise, experts say. Hundreds of marches take place nationwide as protesters decry unprecedented attack on reproductive rights. Our hearts are broken, body believed to be missing college student Maya Marcano found, Florida sheriff says. Lingering COVID symptoms are common, new studies find, U.S. passes 700,000 deaths, latest COVID-19 updates. Thousands march in support of abortion rights. Women's March targets U.S. court on abortion rights. Today in history for October 3rd. Cleveland women march for reproductive rights. Biden expresses frustration as agenda stalls. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Long after Aliso Canyon gas rupture, residents still fear long-term toll on their health. Earthquake, magnitude 3.4 quake reported near San Jose, California. Orange County is still mothership for GOP money, but shift from red to purple accelerates. Huntington Beach Air Show canceled due to massive oil spill off Orange County coast. LA prepares to clear homeless people from MacArthur Park, set to close October 15th for rehabilitation work. Los Angeles police shoot man armed with a knife after he allegedly stabbed a woman in Hollywood. Massive oil spill sends crude onto Orange County beaches, killing birds, marine life. Hot, dry weather challenges crews fighting California wildfires. Thousands participate in 5th Annual Women's March in downtown Los Angeles. Magnitude 3.5 earthquake strikes Oakland. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. New Zealand says foreign nationals must have coronavirus vaccination to enter country from November. Afghans are self-medicating with antidepressants bought on the black market as disparate life under Taliban rule grows. Pandora Papers, most expansive exposé of financial secrecy to be published today by ISIJ. Kabul mosque bombing attack today leaves numerous dead. Outcry in Brazil over photos of people scavenging through animal carcasses. French Catholic Church had an estimated 3,000 pedophiles since 1950s, commission head. Afghanistan on verge of socio-economic collapse, EU's top diplomat says. Suspected Chinese military planes reportedly landing at Bagram Air Force Base, Afghanistan. Migrants who arrive in UK after crossing Channel will be flown 1,500 miles to Albania in new asylum crackdown. Air New Zealand becomes latest airline to announce international passengers will need to be vaccinated. World News. COVID-19, Jurgen Klopp says refusing vaccine is like drink driving as it endangers others. UK News. World surpasses 5M COVID-19 deaths. Rich nations must commit more than $100 BLN in climate fight, says India. Nearly a quarter of callers to NHS helpline give up after being left on hold. Thousands of pedophiles have operated inside the French Catholic Church since 1950, the head of an independent commission investigating the scandal told AFP, days ahead of the release of its report. The next headlines are from Forbes. Here's how the CDC says you should celebrate the holidays this year. Soaring wealth inequality sets the stage for soaring opportunity. Daredevil Season 4 would be a layup for Disney+. WWE Draft 2021, 5 more stars who should switch brands. The Green Bay Packers' decision to draft Kevin King over TJ Watt still haunts them today. Squid Game is now the #1 show in 90 different countries. Lee Young-jae hopes Squid Game will open doors for more Korean content. Winter is coming, can energy catastrophe be averted? Mercedes IKEA an interim electric car, before serious push starts in 2025. ACL Fest Day 2, Department of Justicia cat completes superstar evolution during golden hour set. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,735,528,691 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Box office, Venom sequel feasts on monstrous $90 million debut, setting pandemic record. Nothing to laugh about. Director Peter NSS on tackling a serious subject with humor. Director Martin Purcell on wildlife extinction movie Everything Will Change. Layla Bowsett on A Tale of Love and Desire, Arab Masculinity, Eastern Literature and the Sensuality of Her Actors. Daniel Brhl's part in The King's Man not big but pivotal, shares actor in Zurich. Saturday Night Live Season 47 premiere parodies The View's COVID concerns, Jeff Bezos in space, Cars 4. Saturday Night Live pays tribute to Norm Macdonald in Season 47 premiere. Saturday Night Live starts Season 47 with James Austin Johnson debuting as Joe Biden. Stanley Tucci says he was still recovering from cancer treatment while filming Searching for Italy. Jonas Carpignano's Acchiara takes top prize at Zurich Film Festival. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Rare tropical cyclone Shaheen is battering the coast of Oman. A bombing at a Kabul mosque has left multiple civilians dead. So you lost a wallet or a phone, or a horse? Senegal has a Facebook page for that. How a small government agency will enforce the vaccine mandate for 80 million workers. Heat waves are dangerous during pregnancy, but doctors don't often mention it. A Canadian, the alleged voice behind ISIS videos, could face life in prison. Everybody is frustrated, except for Biden, about agenda delays. The body of missing Florida college student Maya Marcano has been found. Fifth Women's March focuses on reproductive rights after new Texas abortion law. Aussie shuts down after accusations of deceit, as high-profile backers peel away. The following headlines are from The Week. How MLB can achieve unprecedented maximum chaos on its final day of the regular season. Multiple civilians killed in blast outside Kabul mosque hosting prayer service for Taliban leader's mother. SNLI is back and it has a new Joe Biden. A transformed workplace. 6 homes built in the 1980s. 5 raucously funny cartoons about Biden's party trouble. The possible reasons why Rodrigo Duterte is retiring from Filipino politics. Democratic Senator Kyrsten Sinema calls her party's two-track legislative approach an ineffective stunt. Has the Walton family gained an outsized influence over a crucial environmental crisis? Incentives key to United Airlines' extremely effective vaccine mandate. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Future telescopes could be seeing the wrong planets. These are the news headlines for today, Sunday, October 3rd. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Hello, Mercury, BP Colombo speeds by. Earth is dimming due to climate change. Taurid meteors fly, now through December. Draconid meteor shower 2021 will peak October 8th. The next news is from Politico. Trauma and Trump make Asian American voters a more cohesive bloc, new poll reveals. French Catholic Church uncovers thousands of pedophiles since 1950. That's not going to happen. Jayapal rejects Manchin's $1.5 trillion price tag for Biden's spending plan. Sanders sees battle for America's soul playing out in Congress. No timeline for votes on Biden's agenda, senior advisor says. China tightens political control of internet giants. Student athletes become the latest target for school vaccine mandates. When I ran for president, it messed with my head. Jon Stewart's back. Here's why we should care. Trump asks judge to force Twitter to restore his account. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Wendy Harmer reveals her 3:30 a.m. news habits. I couldn't bear thinking about losing. Sleepless Cleary buries his grand final hoodoo. Pork barrel shrug set the standard at a cynical low. Child care sector examines how to protect workers and families from unvaccinated parents. From the archives, 1971, long weekend amid flames. In the Herald, October 4, 1941. I have a number of options, Bennett coy on his next coaching role. Liverpool manager clots jab at the unvaccinated. NRL 2021 Grand Final as it happened, Crichton intercepts snatches thrilling decider. India dominate drawn test but Australia lead multi-format series. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. Mortgage rates jump above 3%, creating pressure for home buyers. In 50 years, Walt Disney World went from $3.50 a ticket to a luxury price destination. Financial crime, Turkish national pleads guilty to Medicaid fraud in years-long birth tourism scheme. Financial crime, he's a thug, he's just got a law degree, Texas attorney admits conspiring to launder drug money. Need to know, Crypto Edition, Crypto Clash, Grayscale CEO says SEC's Gensler short-sighted in backing a Bitcoin futures ETF. The Moneyest, my elderly stepfather and his pastor opened a bank account together, is this normal? The Moneyest, my husband and I took care of his mother for 4 years, his brother said we could have her house, now he wants to kick us out. The Moneyest, I co-signed a refinance on a home my husband bought with his first wife, he never added me to the deed, if we divorce, do I get half? Newswatch, the biggest risk facing investors this earnings season is lurking just beneath the surface. So long, splendid ivory-billed woodpecker, 23 species from 19 states lost to extinction. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. OC Journalism students win Award of Excellence in Public Service Announcement Competition, Albalga. Judge dismisses Apple threat to quit UK, Qualcomm leaves HEVC platform, Major Department of Justice for Anne's speech, Nokia hails patent award, pharma licensing bonanza, plus much more. I am. A century on, Alfred Nobel's gunpowder factory is still in business in Sweden, first post. Pohang pupil is world's best young inventor, the Star Online. AI versus manual patent searching, how a hybrid approach can optimize success, IPWatchdog.com. New Illinois newsletter online columns, Danville Commercial News. The next headlines are from Quartz. Andela is a unicorn, mobile money capital, end colonial funding. Descendants of P&G's founders are publicly criticizing the company's role in forest destruction. Weekend brief, bad news for electric bills. The following headlines are from TechDirt. This week in TechDirt history, September 26th, October 2nd. PS4 battery timekeeping time bomb silently patched by Sony, PS3 consoles still waiting. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Ren vs PSG. Kevin Holland. Powerball. Jennifer Lawrence. Owen Wilson. Urban Meyer. Auburn vs LSU. Florida vs Kentucky. UFC Fight Night. Oregon football. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. Light plane crashes into building in Milan, killing 8 on board, videos. Living rent-free in his head, McGregor posts picture wearing Man UTD jersey, just hours after Khabib's visit to Old Trafford. Not stopping at provocative military activity, U.S. demands China halt even diplomatic and economic pressure towards Taiwan. Not convicting enough rapists, Bajo says UK needs to systemically look at handling of rape cases after Sarah Everard murder. Algeria bans French military aircraft from its airspace amid diplomatic row with Paris. PSG row, Lionel Messi is still yet to score in the French league after Paris Saint-Germain slump to shock first loss of the season. Ruble shrugs off global turbulence to become the only gainer among EM rivals. EU foreign policy chief says people on the ground needed in Afghanistan alongside humanitarian workers. Everyone saw you cheat, UFC star Misha Tate savages Aspen Ladd after she struggles on scales ahead of cancelled bout. Global thirst for oil won't diminish until 2045, OPEC says. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Tesla posts record 241,300 deliveries in Q3. Lessons to learn from the recent decline. NBC reporter goes into damage control after NASCAR fans chant FK Joe Biden. Kemp, Europe's rising energy prices will force factory closures. Blast targeting Kabul mosque leaves several civilians dead. Running out of space, UK farmers to cull 120,000 pigs amid labor shortages at slaughterhouses. J&J vaccine possibly linked to two more serious health conditions, EU regulator finds. German power plant halted after it runs out of coal. Europe after Angela Merkel, is the Atlantic era over? Fed Vice Chair Clarita traded millions one day before Powell emergency pandemic statement. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Bangladesh arrests 5 over the killing of Rohingya activist. In journalism, language matters. That time cryptocurrency proved people will buy anything. Copper mine threatens Jordan's largest nature reserve. Biden's actions echo Trump's isolationism and populism. Blast kills at least 2 civilians near Kabul mosque. Tunisia, thousands rally in support of President Said. Algeria recalls envoy to France after inadmissible interference. The Skipping Sikh, a story of faith, laws and racism. Cyclone Shaheen approaches Oman. The next headlines are from Breitbart. Fauci, people confuse philosophical, religious objections, very few ban vaccines. Jayapal, I won't vote for a bill with Hyde Amendment in it. Dem Rep Jayapal, $1.5 trillion is too small to get our priorities in. Students face discipline for wearing Trump's wall t-shirts to Wisconsin high school rally. UN, about 500 Europe-bound migrants intercepted off Libya. Pro-migrant ex-Italian mayor sentenced to 13 years for fraud, aiding illegal migration, abuse of office. Insulate Britain eco-activist compares skeptics to Hitler appeasers, traitors. Top UK university tells students to accept personal guilt before starting course, report. The border is closed, Poland sends thousands of texts to migrants in Belarus telling them to go back. Pinkerton, Carter 2.0, Joe Biden falls apart just like Jimmy Carter, this time on immigration. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. A floating flower garden in Tokyo immerses visitors with orchids that move as you approach. There are still honest people in the world, and that honesty can lead to miraculous outcomes. This week's inspiring horoscopes from Rob Bresney's Free Will Astrology. 4 in 10 older Americans say they've had the best sex of their lives as they've aged. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Sunday, October 3rd. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Walmart is using drones in store to clean. Croc bites low-flying drone, video survives. 2 adults throw food at teen worker at Maryland ice cream shop. Police searching for men who allegedly took dirty diapers from Toronto daycare. I could have easily died, said this woman whose wedgie from wearing high-cut jean shorts on a date landed her in the hospital. Bear eats a bunch of fruit prior to long tree nap, prompting warning from Colorado Parks and Wildlife. Missouri beehive thief pleads guilty. Billionaire Bill Gross gets suspended jail sentence in loud music feud with neighbor. Akron man, upset after crash, fired shotgun at his car, police. Kilogram of nails, screws and knives removed from man's stomach. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. This Ninja Dragon Max flip drone is a brilliant flyer, has an HD cam, and it's up to 50% off. Save almost $400 on a subscription to this VPN app that offers an ever-expanding library of entertainment content. Thought you loved Python? Wait until you meet Rust. Get 3 PlayStation Plus memberships to give away or keep for yourself, and it's all on sale big right now. There's a multi-billion-dollar market for your phone's location data. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Astronomers may have discovered first planet to orbit 3 stars. Scientists capture the fleeting transition of water into a highly reactive state. Directly into the brain, a 3D multifunctional and flexible neural interface. Gene therapy can restore vision after stroke. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Sunday, October 3rd from over 100 sources, to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Man arrested in connection with the shooting death of Utah football player Aaron Lowe. Robert Kirk explains how a wildly inflated medical marijuana lab test shows Utah needs better safeguards for its patients. Utah Catholics poised to heed Pope Francis' call to help shape the faith's future. TV reviews, CSI's back, and that's good news, but Ghost's adaptation is kind of meh. Scott D. Pierce, which Real Housewife of SLC is acting homophobic without seeming to be aware of it. Afghan refugees are starting to arrive in Utah. Here's what you need to know. It shouldn't be the purview of a newspaper to collect and share data on police shootings in Utah, the editorial board writes. Utah lawmakers considering risky plan to stop Biden's vaccine requirement. Lee introduces doomed legislation to stop vaccine mandates and Stewart boycotts the good place, George Pyle writes. Leonard Pitts, Republicans make bigotry great again. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Can high-powered lasers unlock the secrets of strong-field quantum electrodynamics? FSF announces Shelter browser privacy extension to block fingerprinting, tracking, and malware. Crypto platform mistakenly gives $90 MTO its users, asks them to please give it back. Newly published evidence undermines China lab leak theory. Millions experience browser problems after long-anticipated expiration of Let's Encrypt certificate. How Miami's mayor hopes to build a new, and crypto-friendly, Silicon Valley. Neiman Marcus discloses a 2020 data breach that impacted 4.6 million customers. Chip shortage makes GM scrap its hands-free highway driving feature. Linus Torv American League Division Series on Community, Rust and Linux's longevity. More vaccinations, less pushback, America's vaccine mandates are working, says public health professor. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. BJC Healthcare System is offering several free flu shot clinics. St. Louis Police, another child involved in carjacking. Illinois truck driver sentenced to 15 years for impregnating Virginia girl. Cape Girardeau Mason lays 702 bricks in 1 hour, earning Missouri's best bricklayer title. Car strikes concrete post, woman dies in crash early Saturday in St. Louis. St. Louis police investigate after man fatally shot Friday morning. These are the top Halloween costumes of 2021, according to one survey. Texas abortion law, 600+ protests in all 50 states held Saturday. U.S. COVID death toll tops 700,000. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Pacific Air Show canceled due to major oil spill off SoCal coast. Oktoberfest in La Mesa brings community together to celebrate German heritage. Man arrested after pursuit, carjacking in Mountain View neighborhood. Wonder what the San Diego area looks like from space. Sword-wielding man arrested, ninja injure soldiers training at California airport. Driver arrested on suspicion of stealing Mercedes, crashing into power pole. Trump asks U.S. judge to force Twitter to restore his account. Stimulus checks, here's who still wants another federal direct payment. Camp Pendleton Marines help distribute pet food to rescue groups. Weekend weather, sunny skies expected for county. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Navy's newest air-to-ground missile is cleared for production. Sikorsky handed over first Connecticut-built CH-53K helicopter to U.S. Marines. U.S. Navy christens newest guided missile destroyer in shipyard ceremony. U.S. Army orders more jam-resistant GPS systems. U.S. Air Force activates first Europe-based F-35A squadron. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. 1 in 8 say loved ones with opposing COVID views won't get holiday gifts. 1 killed, 2 injured after colliding on I-80 in Hercules. Oakland police investigate city's 105th homicide of the year. Here's how the SF Giants can clinch the NL West. Winning Powerball numbers for $635 million drawing announced. 3 dead after employee goes on rampage in Florida, sheriff says. Man arrested on suspicion of attempted robbery in San Carlos. 2 vehicle accident kills 1, injure 3 in El Sobrante. Giants miss chance to clinch NL West, fall to Padres in 10th. Man accused of punching flight attendant was hearing voices, prosecutors say. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Former Marseille's president, businessman Bernard Tapie dies. Fire guts Elgin area auto repair shop, damages 20 vehicles. Juvenile seriously injured in Elgin shooting Sunday morning. Good News Sunday, meet the players in the Mount Prospect-based women's golf league that's been around since 1941. District 300 School Board, employees face threats, board president says. Facts matter, false claims persist despite GOP review upholding Biden win in Arizona. Bears, QB Fields will start Sunday versus Lions. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Research study finds Washington's favorite Halloween candy. Seattle's Northgate Link light rail extension officially opens for riders with 3 new stations. Website to opt out of Washington's new long-term care tax crashes on first day. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.9 m, depth 589.37 km, in Brazil February 10, 2021, 12:50 to UTC, about 15,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.7 m, depth 10 km, in Samoa February 10, 2021, 4:24 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Drought is ongoing in Argentina, Bolivia, Brazil, Paraguay. Drought is ongoing in Armenia, Azerbaijan, Iraq, Iran, Syria, Turkey. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Sunday, October 3rd in the Greenwich Mean Time time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Harris County presents 7 deputy constable involved in Beltway feeder crash. HPD officer injured in Southwest Houston crash. Bond set for former student accused in Southwest Houston school shooting. What is the debt ceiling? Why a government default could directly affect your wallet. Man shot to death outside W Houston nightclub, HPD says. Powerball jackpot increases to $670 million after Saturday night drawing. Weak front arrives today, amazing weather to follow. Pacific Air Show soars once again over Huntington Beach. 3 Valley workers killed near sports bar after driver loses control while fleeing HPD after car stunt. Powerball numbers drawn for $635 million jackpot. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. AP, states and cities slow to spend Democrat pandemic aid. Algeria blasts French leader, bans flights, recalls diplomat. First official Egypt Air flight lands at Israel airport. Pope calls for more humane prison life after Ecuador deaths. Ruling party in ex-Soviet Georgia leads municipal elections. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra extra, Polly Walnuts has nothing on this North Dakota squirrel. Subway surfer dies after falling from top of southbound J train, police say. We're literally on the map, Queen Street co-named after historic Nears Tavern. MTA says new employees hired on or after November 14th must be fully vaccinated for COVID. Aladdin cancels more performances after breakthrough COVID-19 cases at company. We had a very high patient count, 4-year-old child among 16 injured in Sunset Park blaze. NYC schools are in full swing but after-school programs struggle to find enough staffing. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. 7 climate action highlights to remember before COP26. Brussels mural paints positive picture of ecosystem renewal. Stopping the march towards famine, a UN resident coordinator blog. Nonviolence Day offers prospect for new era of peace, trust and tolerance. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. Iran says war with Israel has already begun amid fresh covert attacks. Hospitals should hire, not fire, nurses with natural immunity. California becomes first state to require a COVID-19 vaccine for school children. Louisiana health system to charge employees with unvaccinated spouses a monthly premium of $200. Farm to Fork, how the EU and the Davos cabal plan to control agriculture. Georgia arrests ex-President Saakashvili after return from 8-year exile in Ukraine. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did a group set new record for world's longest charcuterie board? Yes, Skittles is bringing back its lime flavor. Yes, it's possible to book the Scream House on Halloween. Did Bobby Leach survive Niagara Falls, only to die after slipping on orange peel? We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Progressive leader Pramila Jayapal, I won't vote for spending bill that includes Hyde Amendment. Prince Andrew breaks cover and finally meets his granddaughter. Forget sourdough starters, making bread was the second worst job in the ancient world. OMG, I want to rent that house, Waiheke Island, New Zealand. Who is the problem with Jon Stewart for? What Ken Burns' Muhammad Ali doc misses about the Nation of Islam. When the U.S. Air Force accidentally dropped an atomic bomb on South Carolina. When Anthony Bourdain invited Obama to dinner, in Hanoi. Young drinkers are pissed their fake IDs don't match their real vaccine cards. Don't buy Biden's kinder, gentler new immigration policy yet. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Pete Davidson can't believe he's back on Saturday Night Live. Small plane crashes into building in Italy, all aboard reported dead. Here's a wild MLB parlay for the final day of the regular season. Made Season 2 would likely follow a different domestic workers story. Save up to 50% off Tarte's bestsellers in their week-long birthday sale. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Ask Astro I, how often do two different solar eclipses cross paths? You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Iconic Roman pine trees at risk from dangerous parasites. U.S. COVID death toll hits 700,000. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. No jackpot winner for massive Powerball, lottery rolls over to $670 million. Alabama approves use of COVID relief funds to build prisons. Vaccination status most important prerequisite for singles in U.S., survey shows. Fire ravages the Honduran island of Guanaja, forcing hundreds to flee. Emily Ratajkowski says Robin Thicke grabbed my bare breasts on set of Blurred Lines video. Gabby Petito's mother tells Brian Laundrie turn yourself in, as she joins Twitter, tweets for the first time. Biden mourns painful milestone of 700,000 American COVID-19 deaths. Trump asks federal judge to let him back on Twitter. Florida nurse fired after mocking newborn with birth defect online, sharing photo on Instagram. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Woman, 37, killed in North Side and Run crash following rolling shootout, Chicago police say. The Arlington Heights Bears, here's what to know about the possible move from Soldier Field, with reaction from City Hall to the suburbs. Daywatch Special Edition, 150 years after the Great Chicago Fire. Chicago civil rights legend Jesse Jackson turned 80 this week. Odds are he's going to celebrate it by putting in work. Here's a look back at his legacy. Daily Plaza rally and march against Texas abortion ban concludes peacefully as thousands cry out, "My body, my choice." 2 injured in shooting near North Police Station, police say. Death of Illinois state trooper ruled suicide, officials. Defend abortion access rally and march. 42-year-old man critically injured in early morning two-vehicle crash in Humboldt Park, charges pending against other driver, police say. Teenage boy, 16, shot early Saturday morning in Lakeview neighborhood, among at least 9 injured in overnight city shootings, police say. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Europe-Japan space mission captures images of Mercury. Graphene, miracle material singled out for COVID conspiracies. Scientists decipher Marie Antoinette's redacted love notes. European-Japanese space mission gets first glimpse of Mercury. Brazil's Amazon records least September fires in 20 years. Northeast Atlantic countries create new protected sea area. Erupting Spanish volcano turns more aggressive, officials. Endangered status proposed for Nevada Floweret lithium mine. Two-dimensional hybrid metal halide device allows control of terahertz emissions. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Sunday, October 3rd, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Shriveling of Arctic sea ice cover slowed a little this summer, but it still remains in a precarious state. What if we aren't the first advanced civilization on Earth? Colonizing Mars could speed up human evolution. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. AP, states and cities slow to spend federal pandemic money. 6 alpine hikes in Washington to savor before the snow flies. Those first meals on the trail were mighty skimpy, but backpacking feeds the soul for a lifetime. Poland, police confiscate journalists' computer equipment. Rennes beats PSG 2-0 to hand league leader its first defeat. The following headlines are from mercurynews.com. SF, city adds 2 buildings for cooperative housing programs. My AP Top 25 ballot, Alabama and Georgia on top, Cincinnati soars, Arizona State returns. Sponsored, the 2022 Mitsubishi Outlander Cell 2.5L Lot SUV. Sponsored, green rides, solid-state batteries might be just around the corner. All is fair at St. Mary's, fair trade at Blue Bottle Coffee. High school football, where to find our complete Week 6 coverage. Campbell Company makes wine barrel dreams come true. Hundreds pedal to bike day at Monte Vista High. Sunnyvale Community briefs for the week of October 8th. Woman killed, man wounded in Oakland shooting. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Bernie Sanders, fought over spending plans isn't Red Sox playing the Yankees. Johnson won't ease Brexit immigration curbs despite gas woes. China stages aerial military parade with record sorties near Taiwan. Dr. Anthony Fauci, precious few religions oppose vaccines. Progressive Chair Pramila Jayapal, we're reminding Biden of his own agenda. Cuccinelli hits Herring for taking vote in bad direction on crime. Kentucky judge won't revisit order upholding vaccine mandate. Third Alaska hospital invokes crisis care mode in COVID spike. Former VP Mike Pence to speak at GOP fundraiser in Oregon. New landmark recognizes Chinese contributions to Yosemite. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Says case files reveal undisclosed U.S. military sex crimes in Okinawa. How Rep. Josh Gottheimer got outmatched by the Congressional Progressive Caucus. Hold the line, the Progressive Caucus makes its stand. Brazilian workers paid equivalent of 70 cents an hour to transcribe TikToks. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Teen shot driving in West Garfield Park. Dear Abby, always rejected on dating sites, short man considers lying about his height. Woman killed in hit and run after two vehicles engage in gunfight on North Side, police. 3 shot on near North Side. Person shoots at CTA bus in Gresham, no one injured. Man dies days after being shot in Gresham. 2 shot, 1 fatally in Riverdale. Man fatally shot in Burnside. Horoscope for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Northwestern gets crushed 56-7 at Nebraska. The next headlines are from the Times of India. 6 dead after violence breaks out in Upslack Himpercarry. IPL, RCB clinch playoff berth with win over Punjab. Natakaka of Tariq Meeda fame passes away. Aryan Khan's offense will be bailable. Cruise drugs bust, who is NCB officer Samir Wankhede. Pakistan roundup, TTP announces ceasefire and more. IPL live score, Kolkata Knight Riders vs Sunrisers Hyderabad. Indian women dominate Australia in drawn DN test. Celeb Tracker, today's 20 best celeb moments. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Review, Darwin in Malibu at Main Street Theater. The next headlines are about world records making news. Did a group set new record for world's longest charcuterie board, Snopes.com. Macayo's made history with a 25-foot-long chimichanga. Here's what it took to make it, the Arizona Republic. Blue Origin breaks multiple Guinness World Records for its first crewed mission with Jeff Bezos, Tech Times. Macayo's attempts Guinness World Record with world's longest chimichanga, azcentral.com. FINA World Cup Day 3 prelims, 56.29 100 fly for Hansen, Yugokova hits Swiss NR, swim swam. Yoga exponent Nidhi Dogra did scorpion posture asana for 6.01 minutes, creating world record. United News of India. Athletics. Jessahun breaks 10 kilometers road race world record in Geneva. Saltwire Network. Jessahun breaks 10 kilometers road race world record in Geneva. Reuters. Skipman Ryan Alonso breaks world record in double skips, tiebreaker times. Melbourne passes Buenos Aires world record for time spent in COVID-19 lockdown. ABC News. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. Joint Europe-Japan space mission captures its first flyby photos of Mercury. Aussie media's lies made it go up in flames. Everyone's guessy, international survey finds. Surprising no one, Giuliani says he got his intel about election fraud off of Facebook. Chucky's new trailer is a bloody homecoming. Mike Flanagan talks midnight mass, Catholic influences and its biggest mystery. Making Venom 2's post-credit scene happen was harder than you'd think. Stephen King's Salem's Lot finds 3 new kids to endanger. United Airlines will let iPhone users show proof of vaccination in the Apple Health app. Biden administration plans to convene 30 countries to discuss solutions to ransomware threat. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Mon in Botswana at 125.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 52 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Amundsen in Scott's South Pole Station at 32 degrees Fahrenheit or 0 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. The controversial quest to make cow burps less noxious. YouTube TV keeps NBC, won't have 2 bundle Peacock as companies strike new deal. Metal Gear, Silent Hill, and Castlevania could return in 2022, allegedly. Google Pay's disastrous year continues, promised bank account feature is dead. This software aims to make your flight smoother and help the planet. Hundreds of scam apps hit over 10 million Android devices. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Trump turncoat Stephanie Grisham burned a lot of bridges. ABC panel pummels Kais Christie for comparing Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez to the Taliban. He grabs me and freaking kisses me, top Kansas GOP official accused of battery by colleague. Trump serves notice to Ron DeSantis about his 2024 presidential election prospects. I am concerned and I am also crazy. SNL brutally nails bonkers parents hijacking school board meetings. Comedian Russell Brand has fallen down the rabbit hole as a pusher of anti-vax conspiracies, report. Watch, spotlight hogging Kirsten Sinema hilariously roasted on SNL. Think Biden is a failed president who cannot get re-elected? Consider Bill Clinton. DC insider reveals the secret to actually taxing the rich. A neuroscientist explains how religious fundamentalism hijacks the brain. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Sanders says Democrats will likely have to lower the price tag on Biden's spending bill. Tens of thousands rally across America for abortion rights. Trump's candidate for Arizona governor says she would not have certified Biden's victory. Sinema leaves D.C. for high-end corporate fundraiser as she blocks Biden's spending bill. These corporate giants claim they support climate action. Their behavior suggests otherwise. Fat bears rule, but just how fat are they? The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Stargazing, living in the Milky Way, Fredericksburg.com. Microbes, Natural Intelligence and Artificial Intelligence, Scientific American. What's happening? Announcement WyomingNews.com, Wyoming Tribune. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Is problem solving a problem for AI development? Analytics Insight. How the Crisis Response Unit is changing Olympia's response to public safety calls, The Olympian. The next items are the top results for news about longevity and immortality. Humans could live up to 130 years or even longer very soon, say scientists. India Times. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Sunday, October 3rd, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. News.8 is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno at XENOMAILS 2021 by News.8. All rights reserved.